This is the last part of our 5 videos for lesson 3 in chapter 5. This is the final property that we want to talk about in this lesson, and that property has 2 names. The one I'm going to use the most is called the zero product property, but this property can also be called the multiplicative property of 0. They mean the same thing, right? We should remember that the word product tells us that we're doing some multiplication. So these are just 2 different names for the exact same thing. Please familiarize yourself with both of them. The property I'm going to use more when I talk about this is zero product property, but I'll try to use both interchangeably. So our definition is the product of 0 and any number will always be 0. And I just caught a typo here. Let's fix that really fast. So the product, there we go, that looks better. The product of any number and 0 is always going to be 0. And you learned that back in elementary school as well, but now we're giving that product a name. So we can do a couple different examples. We can start off with an easy one like 9 times 0 equals 0. Or f times 0 equals 0. Works with variables too. We can also do something a little bit more complex. We could do 0 first. We could do 0 and we can multiply it by a quantity like 6p plus 17. And by taking 0 and multiplying it by that entire quantity, we are going to get a product of 0 as well. Okay, so be aware this is a pretty powerful property. It means 0 times any number or any quantity is going to result in a product of 0. Again, 2 different names for this. Zero product property, also called the multiplicative property of 0. Either way, those 2 properties make a lot of sense. We're talking about multiplying by 0, and you know what that means, getting a product of 0.